Hello guys, so I'm so excited. We've created this altogether AI website tutorial where I'll be showing you how you can create your own AI website just like this. And literally you don't need any coding skill, you don't need any knowledge of technical or AI or anything to create this. With your own knowledge, I will show you how you can do this, and it comes with a lot of features, tons of features. You have your AI chatbots, AI content creation, AI image generation, AI voiceover, AI speech text, AI code, and a lot more. And I'm going to show you how you can do this for free at no extra cost. Literally, it is for free, no hidden charges, nothing. All you just have to do is just probably click a subscription, subscribe to our YouTube channel and support us. Nothing else. You don't have to pay a dime. It is totally free. Like I said, you don't need a technical skill or whatever. I'm going to hold your hands through the process for you to create this awesome looking super AI website, and you can make a lot of money from it. You can create a subscription plan where people pay monthly to use your AI system. All right, so like I said, this is all beautiful, both the design and everything. You can do this, and I'm going to show you how all of this works in just no time. So basically, first and first, you just have to log in. So I'm going to be using my dashboard to test this system for you, just to show you how it works. So basically, it comes with a lot of features. You have your AI article wizard, smart AI editor, AI rewriter. It helps you write any blog content, AI image, AI voiceover, and a lot more. So this is the intro video to just create that excitement in you and to prepare you for this video. So I'm going to use AI chat and just use it for a quick example while we go into learning how this whole system works and how you can have it for yourself and create it. So I'm just going to use this motivational coach AI bot. And it says, my name is Matt, and he greets you and all of those stuff. And you can just say, hello. And it will respond to you very, very fast. Say, I need so he's here to provide motivation. Please encourage me. So we could just refresh this. And you see that your chat does not disappear. So we could say, help me. Basically, you can interact with any of the chatbots. You can use it to test other system, to the AI image generation, AI voiceover, and a lot more. You'll be able to set up all of this for free without any technical skill. Just follow the process, and it is that simple. Trust me, it is that simple. So all you need is you need a laptop, you need data, and we will be going on this journey together. Also, if you're interested in joining our premium class or joining our premium group, that's a whole different thing with a different package, but that's by the way. But this is free, so let us access and let us learn together. Let's go. Alright, to start today's tutorial, the basic thing you need first is you need to get a domain and a hosting. If you don't have that, you can reach out to me. I can help you get that, but you have to pay for a domain and hosting. But if you know you just want to learn, you don't have a domain, you don't have a hosting, I'll put a video in the description below. It will show you how you can create and how you can use what we call script to build your site on your system. All right, so you don't need to pay for any domain and hosting. The video will be in the description. Just check out the video, watch it step by step process. I'll also put a tool for you to actually use in case you're interested in that also. So on that video, you can contact me there. I'll put a tool for you to use to practice. After you've done that, you can come back to this video and walk through the process, and you'll be able to just do it on your system. But for those who have a domain and hosting, or probably you don't have, or you just want to see the whole process, you can follow me on this step. It is simple, it is easy. So the first thing you want to do is this. You want to go to a file manager. So first, after you've gotten your domain hosting, you have to navigate to what we call your cPanel, then look for what we call file manager. Now, for all those other people who you're probably not using Namecheap, you're using other hosting provider like HostGator that doesn't really have cPanel. HostGator has what we call this in hPanel. So just search for file manager. All right. So once you come to your file manager, what else you want to do is You want to locate your domain, right? If this is your first time, you're just getting this newly, you'll be using your main domain, which is public underscore HTML. Or if you want to just use a subdomain, I'll put a link in the description showing you how you can set up a subdomain. Literally, I just want to take you through this process. I want you to be here, I want you to focus, and everything you want to learn, you'll be possible. It's literally simple, like I said. So what you want to do is you want to go to your domain and click on upload. So we'll be uploading what we call a script, and in less than no time we'll have our full site. So basically, this is the script we're going to be uploading. I'm going to make this available for you. Just make sure to communicate and to reach out to me. My work is to make sure to show you all through the process and also help you through the process. Without me, you can still go about this. But if in case you still need assistance, just make sure to communicate to me. So this is the script. What we want to do is to click on it. You can double click or just click or click. You can double click or you just click on it and click OK. Now we'll allow all of these to upload into our system. It's 233.49 MB. Once it's fully uploaded, then we'll come back to finish up the process. So I'll come back once it's uploaded. Alright, so basically once your upload is completed, it's going to be showing green. Alright, so just make sure to go back. Now what you want to do is you want to right click and extract. Then you close this up. Then you right click again and extract. Now, like I said, in case you do not have a domain, a hosting, and you don't want to spend money, follow the video in the description below, which will be showing you how to go through this process using local hosting. All right, just a quick reminder. So I'm just going to close this. This video majorly is going to be showing you people who have a domain and hosting using cPanel, how they can get the site up and running on their system. Alright, the next thing you want to do is you want to remember your domain name. Alright, you can just copy it here, then open a new tab and paste it. You're going to get this 500 server error, which is fine. Alright, now what we want to do is we want to navigate back to our cPanel. You can navigate back to your cPanel from here, but basically you should be able to still get to this part of your cPanel. And what we want to do is we want to search for database. And we'll click on it to open the database up. So we're going to be creating database and a database user. We're going to link those two in order to have a place where our files and our data will be stored. So for this, I'm just going to call this my database here. I'm just going to give it 00030. Then I'll click on create database. Remember to also keep most of this information, but I'll tell you the major one you're going to keep. The next thing is scroll down on your database user, put in 000. For the password, click on password generator, copy, and make sure it's right. I have copied the password. Now click on create user, then you go back. Now the password we just copied, make sure you keep it in a safe place. It's important you do that. Now, after doing that, I want you to scroll down. You see add user to database. Make sure it is on 0 and this is on 0. Then click on add. So this is going to link both the user and the database together. And we're going to be granting both of them full privilege or all privilege. So make sure you check this. Scroll down and click on make changes. So after you've done that successfully, come back to your file manager here where you have this and go back to this place where you have your 500 error. Make sure to put a slash, then click add install, then enter. Now it will bring you to the installation process. Alright, so click on start installation. Next, next, next. Now there are certain information you need. Alright, so the first thing first we need to put in our database password. Then we need a database user. Now our database user and our database and our database has the same name. All right, that's why I asked you to use 0000 for both. All right, so for our user, we're just going to put the same thing and put the same thing. The next thing is on the local host, just type in local host. And for the port, make sure you just type in 3306 in there. All right, then click on next. Now, I'm going to give you the activation code and the username you're going to use. All right, then click on activate. So you successfully activated this. So the next thing you want to do is make sure to save the username and the password. All right, they are very important. So I can just open a new tab and type in my domain, and voila, we've gotten our site. So basically, you have gotten the full site. You don't need to waste any time, or you've gotten the site completely complete. All right, so basically this is it. Now the next stage we're going to be going into is we're going to be setting up our site. We're going to edit everything and make it fit into what we want it to look like. All right, we're able to change a lot of things, and we're going to be making this site work for us. So the first thing first you want to do is you want to click on sign in, then input your user and your email address, which we have here, and also the password, and click on sign me in. Now you have access to it. You have access to the admin dashboard, the admin dashboard. So we're going to be making a lot of changes here, and we're going to be taking it one step at a time. So we're going to go to settings, and we're going to walk through all of those process, and this will be in the stage 2 of this video. Alright, so welcome back to stage 2, where we will be going into setting up our AI system. Alright, from scratch, we're going to be setting it up. We're going to be going into our settings. I'll show you how to go about all of this. So first and first, what we want to do is we want to open our main site, not just the admin, in another tab. Just open a second tab and open it up. So basically, as we edit, we'll come to the front end to see how it is looking like. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go to my general settings and go to global settings. Now, the global settings, I want to change the name to Light AI. All right, so our URL basically is this. Just copy your URL and paste it here. Then, if you have an email address, do also paste that. You choose your time zone. All right, so basically, I'm going to look for Lagos, Nigeria, and put it there, but just not to take much time, I'm just going to leave everything this one the way it is, but on your own time make sure you put it to fit into your country's time zone. All right, so the default user, so for every person who register, what role do you want to give them on as a on default, right? You want to make sure to leave it at user. Email support tickets. So basically, if people are having issues and you want them to be able to resolve it through email, then you need to enable this. If not, you can actually decide to disable. All right, so user notification, enable, all this, enable. All of these are basically going to be what you want and what you decide you want. Okay, so I've just run through them. So we have your live chats. So if you're going to use the live chat, you have to go to their site and get your chat link. Probably you have to register. All right, so all of these are basically for you, Google Analytics and all of that. So I'm just going to do the minor changes. All right, so I'm just going to save changes here. I'm going to do, like I said, the minor changes, and the rest will be totally up to you. All right, so sorry, let me log in again. All right, so basically you may be logged out for your first changes you make. All right, so like I was. Okay, so basically if you are just logging back, all right, so After your global settings, under the general settings, which we just did, if you notice, most of them has changed and they are like that. So we'll just run through some few process and I'll show you what you could do so that I don't consume a lot of time. All right, because I know your time is important. All right, so we have authentication settings. So probably if you want to set up your authentication, when I mean authentication, when you want to log in, all right, you probably want people to have other access to log in, probably log in through Facebook or Twitter or Google and all. If you need me to create a separate video, probably because if putting it here will make it so bulky, I'll be able to just create one so that we could set this up together. All right, moving forward, we have your registration settings. So do you want new users to register? Yes, disable or enable depending on you. Do you want new users to verify by email before they are permitted to have access to their account? If you want it, then anytime a new user register, you get a notification to go into his email and get the email verification code in order for him to literally have access to his dashboard. The reason for this is so that people don't use fake email address to register on your site, because you want to be able to communicate to them from time to time, offer them some probably incentive from some discounts, some offers and all, and just market to them. So you want to make sure they are using the right email. So if that's what you want, I'm guessing you want to put it on enable. But for me, because this is just a testing system, I'll leave it the way it is. All right. So country, which country do you want to be your default country? So I'm just gonna put in here Nigeria. Let me search for that. All right. Do well to also save changes. So we have your social responsibility updated. Now, there's something we call the SMTP, right? So what the SMTP does is it helps your system or your AI system we are creating to be able to send in email to your user and also send you as the admin emails. All right, so I'm just going to set this up and I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go back to our C panel. So basically, this is going to be for people who have the domain and hosting. All right, if you don't have a domain and hosting, you probably may not be able to do some of these things because you have what we call APIs bouncing from one place to the other. What it means is that you just have connection online, and all of this has to run on data on an internet and basically by a server, a live server. So if you are using a local host, you probably may not be able to do some of these, but the major thing is that you will now have a full idea on how you can actually upload a script. All right. But if you're using a hosting and you have a domain and hosting, you probably want to navigate with your cPanel right away as we do this together. All right, so basically we are in our cPanel. All right, so what you want to do first is you want to search for email. All right, so you see an email account, click on it. Like I said earlier, if you're also using HPanel, do the same thing. All right, but I think hosting actually gives you the ability to create just one. Now, for Namecheap, you have unlimited emails. So basically, what we want to do is we want to create our first email. So what we'll do is click on create. Now we choose the domain name we want to create with. Now, what is the username? All right, so this is going to be an official mail. So I want to put it as AI, all right? Then you want to generate a password. Remember, any password you're using, you have to remember it, all right? Do well to save it somewhere. Now, what you want to do is stay on this page after I create. No, just click on create. Now we've successfully created our email, which is official email, which is ai@zflight.site. All right. So what you want to do is you want to click on check mail. Now on the check mail, just navigate downwards and you will see what we call configure email clients. All right. So click on it. Now we need this information to set up our SMTP in order for our AI system to be able to send our users automatic emails. All right. So what I want to do is I want to go back here to our system. So first I'm going to be starting with what I have, which is password, SMTP password. I'm going to paste it here. The password we copied. The next thing I want to do is our username. So your username is actually the name of the email we just created. So for the username, we have to come here and paste it. Then we have our SMTP host. For our SMTP host is going to be the name of the site, zipline.site. Just copy it. Remember, the reason I'm having zipline.site is because that's my main domain. So I'm using a subdomain to create this. All right. So for my hosting, I'm going to put it here. Your main domain must be your hosting, SMTP hosting. The next thing is your SMTP ports. And for the ports, we have 465. So we're going to paste that here. So sender email address. All right. So this is the email address that's going to show. All right. So you want to also put this here for the sender. Then the sender name. All right. So our sender name is going to be Light AI. Then keep this as XSL. All right. Then click on save. All right. So our SMTP has automatically been saved. That being done, we go back down to the next thing, what we call activation. Just show you our license is actually activated, all right, and we have an extended license. So all right, so that's that for this. The next thing you want to do is we have what we call the front end management. So basically, the front end management is just changing most of these things at the front end here. You'll be able to access to change most of what you see here in order to fit into probably your brand color and all of that, your brand name and all. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to front end settings. Now, what we want to do you want to enable maintenance mode? Please do not do that, please. I beg you. So front end page show you want to show front end page. Probably let's say you don't want to show your price section. So let's scroll down. Now we have our pricing here, but because we have not created any subscription plan, it will not show. But if you don't want to show this section, what you want to do is just uncheck this, go down and click save changes, then refresh this, and you notice our price section has gone out. You can't find it again. So basically, any section within your front end that you don't want to show, you can actually just uncheck, and you'll be able, and that will be done for you. So you can see that literally you don't need to have any technical skill. You don't need to actually know how to code and all of that. If you know how to code, it's a plus one for you. You could do more, way more. But if not, this is beautiful. So we have your contact section, review section, and all. So you could decide on leaving it there or not. Do you want to put a different home page? All right. So for instance, if I decide to put as our home page and enable this. So first, I want to show you what zipline.site is. It's our news blog. In case you want to get updated on world news and all, you can find it here. Literally is our news blog. So basically, you could see this is our news blog. So if I copy this URL, let me just cancel this and bring it here and enable this, bring it, paste it here and click on save changes. Let's see what will happen. If we come to the front end and click on our Light AI, I notice it has redirected us to a different page. All right, so it's more like a redirect if you want to use a different home page, all right, a different landing page and all. But we don't want to do that, so I'm just going to claim this and uncheck this. So you notice how a lot of things, how we could change a lot of things. Now, this really works if you are using WordPress as your front end. Probably you have a more compelling front end, then you could probably use this. Then probably put your registration information in that WordPress page. All right, so that's that for that. So if you scroll down, you can input your Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube link here and all. So that's for you to actually choose what you want to do. We have your SEO and logos. All right, so we'll be able to change the logo on our site. So first, we want to also change this to Light AI. Then SEO author, we want to call it Light. SEO keyword Light AI. Then you could probably add more keyword description light. So basically, for all of these SEO keywords, SEO description and all, you don't have to use light AI, please. All right, you have to use keywords that people are searching for. Probably keywords like AI, probably the name of your site. You add AI, comma the name of your site, comma. You could use text to speech, comma this in speech to text, um, AI writer, all of those keywords that will make that when people search for anything relating to AI, your website will actually pop up and your description should be here. I will also try to show you how you can generate all of this using your own AI system. The next thing is we want to change all of this logo. And remember, this logo has a recommended size. So we're going to be going with 740 by 70. All right. So in order to do this, you want to click on browse. I already have them here. So for you, what you want to do is, in order to get accurate size of your logo, you have to just go to Canva. If you don't have a Canva account, uh, I don't know, you probably will need to open a Canva account, and it's literally simple. I'm going to show you how you can actually do that. So first thing first, I'm just going to close this pop-up. Let me cancel this here. So if you notice something, we have a given size of 240 pixel by 70 pixel. All right. So in order for this to happen, what we want to do is to go to Canva and click on customize size here. So once you click customize size, what you see is your width and your height. All right. Make sure that this is in pixel. All right. So remember what is here. We have 240 by 70. So you're going to put 240 here, then of height of 70 pixel, then create design. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to upload. Click on upload and upload your logo. So I'm just going to use this. Let me just use this Namecheap logo here. So once I upload your logo, so you want to just click on upload files. So you navigate to where you have your logo. So I have this Light AI here. So I'll just delete this Namecheap. I don't want that. So this Light AI. So this is my logo. I just want to extend the way I want and just leave it here. Then click on files here, download. Now, depending on what you want, if you want a transparent background, that means you don't want a background in it. First thing first, you have to click on transparent background, but all of these are premium features on Canva. So if you want to get access to premium Canva, just also chat me up and we'll see how to make that possible for you. If not, just download it this way. Then it's been downloaded. All right, I'm just going to close all my Canva now. Then navigate back here. So the first thing first is, so I'm just going to click on browse, then download. All right, I think so. This is it. Untitled design share. So this is in. The next thing I'm going to do the same for all my logo. So just go ahead and do yours. So you also want to take recognition of the size of this particular logo here. I've showed you what to do. So basically I'm not going to tell you how you can go about all of this. So but you want to take size. So this is 68 by 68 pixel. So you just do the same thing with your Canva and also with this. All right. For me, I'm just going to use the same logo I have generated already. It probably may not look very nice, so make sure to use the size that was given. All right. So after this is done, I want to click on save. So we have incorrect image formats. Okay. Now there's a particular logo here. I think is one of these that have an incorrect image format. So make sure you use those logo. All right. So remember what I said. So this is what we call this logo here. The format is ICC. So after you've created your logo, what you want to do is you want to come to your browser and type probably image to ICC. So it's an icon, all right? So it will convert your image to an icon. You can follow any of this site. But like I said, I want to make sure that I am saving time. So I'm just going to change the logos that I can. All right, so I've been able to change two logos. All right, so but it probably may not appear yet. So what you want to do is you want to do a hard refresh. You just hold down your Shift F, press your F5. And if you notice, our logo has changed. All right, so once you make certain change and it doesn't occur, try to just hold down Shift and F5 and to do a hard refresh. And let me refresh this front again. And we have our logo here. Now, if you notice, our logo is not a transparent logo, it has a white background. You could achieve this with Canva, or you just go online after downloading your logo for Canva and type background remover. So you could use the first one, it's free, all right, and it will help you remove your image background. All right, that being said, remember what I said about your Falcon, right? And to try to do that as well. All right. The next thing you want to do is how it works section. So basically you want to look for how does it work. All right, so I guess this is the section here. So you write select a writing tool, which is this select a writing tool. So what you want to do is you could just click on this, then you could change all of the text. All right, so let's say I just put select hour. Just gonna put that OUR. Just that tiny change, all right? Because if I start going through the process of changing everything, trust me, it will take a lot of time. So you see, select our writing too. So you can do go as well to edit all of these depending on what you want. All right. So basically, this is how you could use to edit each of all of these features. So each of the features here, you'll be able to edit it. All right, you'll be able to change the logo, change the name, change probably the colors, and even the images and all of that. It is that simple. You'll be able to add your own blog post and do a lot more. So I'm done with editing the front end. All right. So basically, you have 100% idea how to go about that. So we have your notification, we have your mass notification, system notification. So if you open this up, you'll be able to send notification to all your users. Basically, we don't have any notification now. You can click on add notification and be able to send it to all your users. Currently, we don't have no users, we have no notification. So that's what that is for. We have your system notification also. You have none. You also need use to send system notification and updates and all of that. So we have your support request. When people send support for they need support, probably they're having issues with their dashboard or something like that, or paying and all. So you'll be able to do that. We have your financial dashboard. You'll be able to know how much you're receiving, transactions, subscription plans. All right. So here you'll be able to create your subscription plan that people can pay for. All right. So, but before you want to do that, what you want to do is you want to set up your payment. All right. So we have your payment settings. You want to set up your payment, and you for people who are in Nigeria, you can use Paystack. All right, this Paystack. If you were looking for a video on how to set up Paystack, I put a video. I'll put a link in the description below. Also, you can use that to learn how you can set up your Paystack account and all. So any account you're going to be setting, make sure to check this at the end of the day. All right, so you put in your public key and your secret key here. It is basic. It is simple. If you need assistance, do well to reach out on that. So all of these are not priorities for now, but they are important that you be able to set them up. And that's just it. So I'm going to go into the major part in the stage 3 of this video. So I'll see you there. Alright, so welcome back to the stage 3 of this video, and thank you so much for following up to this level. If you have, it means that you are going to be successful in setting up this whole process. Do well to send your questions, your inquiries, and to reach out and leave a comment below if you need any further assistance, or just communicate via WhatsApp. All right, so what we want to be doing now is we are going to be setting up our AI system, and we're going to be testing it and seeing how it all comes together. All right, so the first thing you want to do is, now we've looked at support, financial management, user management. If it's all your users, I think I didn't go through this, but basically this is where you're going to see all your users and you can monitor the activities and all of that. You can delete a user, probably give them something and all. Alright, so the major thing we're going to start with in this stage 3 of this video is this DaVinci management. Alright, so dashboard, templates, and all. But the first thing we want to do is we want to go to what we call DaVinci settings. This is where we're going to be setting up our AI system. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that it integrates into AI system that you don't need to set up, all right, because you don't really need the technical skill. So we're going to be using 3 AI systems. The first one is so just navigate to AI vendor API. So we're going to be using an OpenAI API key, which is also known as ChatGPT. We're also going to use stable diffusion, which is for image generation. Then we're going to use Azure or voiceover. That is if you want to, it's not compulsory, right? And if you want to use 11 lab voiceover settings, we'll all do that. So first thing first, we're going to start with OpenAI. So what you want to do is open about 3 new tabs or 4. So the first thing we'll do is we'll search for OpenAI API. Then click on the first, the first stuff that comes up, you know. So once this open, what you want to click on is click on explore the API. Then click on get started. So it's going to open up the OpenAI sign up, all right, in a new tab for you. So just hold on. Now what you want to do is you want to create a new account, or you just continue with Google here. Now it seems like I already have an account, but if you continue with Google, just grant it permission and you'll be here. All right. So what you want to do is you want to navigate to this side. All right. You'll see API keys. Now, this is a free account. You have certain limits and you have access to only ChatGPT 3.5. But if you want to have access to ChatGPT 4, you have to pay. I think that's about $11 per month, which is good. If if your site becomes popular and a lot of people start using it, then you can actually go for the premium and people pay for subscription. And if you have like 50 people paying you, let's say $10, 50 people paying $10, that is about $50, right? Abi? No, that is like about $100, I guess so. I guess my math is correct. All right. So that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That is more than $100. That is about $500. Yeah. So that's about $500, which you have just, and you're only paying $11 per month. That is a lot of money which you can actually make using this system. What you want to do is you want to start by verifying your phone number before you be able to create any API. So next thing you want to do is verify that you're human. So just go through this puzzle. So a 4-digit code will be sent to your phone. All right. So just hold on for it to come. So now if you're having a hard time getting the code, if the code is not coming via SMS, what you want to do is you click on, let me just copy this my phone number. So you click on send via WhatsApp instead. So basically you can see that this particular number I'm using is actually linked to a lot of accounts. All right. So I've linked it to several accounts creating content and all. So I'm going to need a different phone number to use. Now you probably would not need to go through this process because apparently your number is still new, so you could just use send via WhatsApp instead and you have the code right to you. So I have my code, I'm just going to type it in. Now you get this notification because this phone number is associated with an existing account. You will not receive additional free API credits. Please upgrade to a paid plan. All right. So what we want to do is you will name your API key. I'll call this testing, then create secret key. So we have our key here, we copy it, then we'll come back to our dashboard. So I just want to move this here. They say your OpenAI secret key. We're going to paste this here. We'll click on allow, then leave it at main API and click OK. So activate API standard voice, activate API natural voice, OpenAI, so sorry. So what you want to do is navigate down and click on save. Then we successfully saved. The next thing you want to do is you want to set up a stable diffusion account. All right. So you just copy this. And for this, you want to make sure to save this key somewhere so that because once it close up, you will not have access to this key again. All right. So you have to probably delete it and create a new one before you can see that. So make sure to save it. So I'm just going to open just go to stable diffusion, search on Google, click on stability AI. So basically, I don't think I will be needing extra tabs. I'll just use the same tab for all my system. Alright, so we're having hard time loading our stability AI system. Now, one of the reasons this could be is probably they are having maintenance, probably they are trying to run a maintenance on their system, or probably their system is having one issue or the other. So we'll come back to this. Alright, so I'm just going to stop this. We're going to come back to this. Probably we're going to do it for the last or save it for the last. So the next thing we want to do is we could use Azula voice over settings, uh, Azure. All right, so I'm going to use 11 Lab. Okay, you can actually check this out. It's simple to set all of this up. So I'm just going to open a new tab. I'm going to put this. I'll just click this. Okay, so 11 Labs. You want to click on the first one here. Now, so basically, this is your 11lab.io site. So what you want to do is you want to click on sign up. You're going to be signing up with Google. Now just navigate, make sure to click on our name here, then continue. So basically this is almost similar to what you're going to set up during your OpenAI, alright, when you use your Google account. It just give you options for you to grant it permission to access your Gmail and all. So the whole onboarding process is actually taking place. What you want to do is, what's your first name? I'm just going to call this Light AI. Or is what do you want to do? Okay, how did you hear about us? I'll just put it in the news and click on next. Now, personal use, you could put creator. So I'm just going to put creator, then YouTube here. So basically, you can actually use this system on your own, right? You can actually put your text, it will convert it to speech and all of that and all of that. But what we are here basically for is we're here to get our API key. All right. So once you click on your profile, you see profile plus API key, click on it, and you'll be able to see our API key. So what you want to do is Control A, highlight all and copy all. So basically I'll come here and I put in the API key. Then I'll click on save changes. Alright, so our settings has changed. So we've successfully imputed two API keys. From one for OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, is going to still control our voice and it's going to control probably our image. Then we have stability diffusion, which is for image generation. But unfortunately for us, currently they are not available. So we'll also call back to do this before the end of the video. I think by then their site will be up and running. All right. Then we are able to set up our 11 labs. Like I said, if you decide that you want to use Azure voice over settings, all right, just go there and create an account, and it's that simple. Navigate to API, it's that simple. If you want me to personally show you how to do this, don't forget to also reach out. Then we have your Google voice over settings, which is one of the most complicated. All right, that's why I don't do it in my videos. All right, so for storage, so you want to make sure that you have a good storage system. In case you are putting it out for a lot of people to use the system and enjoy it, then you want to use an external storage. So we have your Amazon Web Service. If you create it, get the app secret key and put it here, your system will automatically connect to it. We have your storage cloud, we have your Dropbox, we have your Wasibi cloud storage. Just go through all of them, check the cheapest, and if you're interested in me creating the video for that, also do well to reach out. But basically, for me, our hosting with Namecheap is good enough for just a startup. All right. That being said, you successfully set up this. So other things you want to do is you want to go to your general settings and make sure you're using ChatGPT. This just okay. So just leave most of these settings like this. So your default translation, we're going to be using UK English. Templates, all templates. There are three for your email generation. So basically, you want to just go through all of these options and see what suits you and what doesn't suit you at the end of the day. All right. So basically, we have your chat settings. We have the SEPA API. It's good to actually set this up the same way to actually set every other thing we've talked about. So for our image service vendor, we're going to be using OpenAI. As soon as we set up our stable diffusion, we're going to make it stable diffusion because it has more image quality, image generation quality than your OpenAI. So we're going to be using our local server, okay, for storage. So delete image results after. So because I want to make sure that my storage is well managed. So I'm just going to delete image after 7 days. All right. So you want to leave this like this like this. So for our voice, default voice language, so just leave that, enable all this, so the maximum character and all. So most of these are something you go through and decide, okay, what you want at the end of the day. So we have your voice customization. So we have different voice customization here. So I'm just going to click on activate all, click OK. So all voices are going to be active. So all of this. So there are a lot of them. So we have total of 108. So that's so many. So I'll show you where all of these actually come into play. So we have your AI chat customization. So let's go through this. So we have your Dan Devices template. So we have a lot of them. All right. So there are total of just so many. All right. So many. So we have your welcome email, code email, and a lot. You could decide to activate all. All right. So selling product, product comparison, product characteristics, Amazon product features. So I'll tell you in the last video how all of this will come together. All right. So we have your custom templates, AI chat customization, template, chat categories, chat prompt, voice. To just take your time, explore the whole system and see how it is. All right, so I'm going to catch you in the last video where we're going to be testing everything we've built. And if you have any other question, just reach out and we'll go over it together. All right, I'll catch you in the last video. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. All right, the next video. Just hold on. All right. So basically, this is stage 4 of this video, which should will be the last. All right, so we're going to be testing all the things we've created, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right, so the first thing we want to test is we want to test our AI chat. So for our AI chats, we have different AI chats. We have Travers, we have your motivational coach, we have your stand-up comedian, and a lot more. So let's just use our motivational coach chatbot. And what we want to do is we want to say hello. It's still loading, so we want to allow it load. Now you get this notification. This is something that I grappled with, all right, before I understood what we needed to do. So we get this notification. It say you must include your personal OpenAI key in your profile. All right. And when users actually register, they also get this notification, which shouldn't be. All right. So I'm just going to click on OK. Now, what we want to do is we want to navigate to general global settings. Now, if you notice when you come to your general settings, like everything is okay, you don't really have any issue. But to solve that problem, what we want to do majorly is you have to come to your DaVinci management, scroll down to DaVinci settings. It is one thing we did, so we already click on API vendor API keys. Now you see personal open AI, personal open AI API keys. What you want to do is click on deny. All right. The same thing you want to do here, which is on deny. And so you just go down and click on save changes. And we have successfully saved that changes. So what we want to do is come to AI chat. So let's start, click on stand-up comedy. So you click on, let's start with hello. Now, if your chatbot is taking a lot of time to load, it gives you something. it can mean three things. All right. One, your free plan, which OpenAI has expired. Probably you have used beyond the limit of your free plan for the month or the year or generally. Two, it could be that your API key is not correct. All right, you probably made a mistake in your API key. Then thirdly, you just need to refresh. So we're going to go through the process and see what the problem actually is. So first thing first, I'm going to refresh this, and I'm going to type hello. All right, so basically our key has no problem. It's generating. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for yourself for making it here tonight. I've got to say. So now, according to this chatbot, all right, so it was created to work this way. Whatever you say is going to tell you a joke. All right, so let's say, how are you? Hello, I am an AI. I don't have feelings. All of this is going to respond to you just to tell you that it works. So tell me a joke. Oh, sorry, okay. Say sure, I'll be able to tell you a joke about. Okay, how about this one? So basically, you can actually copy any of this. I'm just going to copy this. All right. I'm just going to copy this to respond. Now, I'm going to show you how you can edit your own AI assistant or AI chatbot. All right. And give it a name and all of that before we go. So we've tested the chat and it's working properly. So now, like I said, for this, what the problem was is because probably during the refreshing process, it didn't refresh completely. So just refresh it and it works perfectly. If not, you want to make sure to check your API key, generate a new API key, and if it doesn't work, then create a new account using a new email address and linking a new phone number and testing it, and it will definitely work. So the next thing we want to do is we want to click on AI voiceover. So it's called text to speech. It's going to convert our text to speech, literally. So I'm just going to paste this here and click on listing. Let's click on sync. Now, second thing you notice here is that this doesn't work. All right, so we're going to work on that. Alright, so since it's not working, here's what we could do. Alright, so what we want to do is just navigate back to your settings. Now, one of the reasons for showing you all of this is in case you try it and it doesn't work for you, you know what to do. Alright, so just navigate to, sorry, not here, navigate to DaVinci Management. Then what we want to do is navigate to DaVinci Settings. Now, you just go down. Alright, under your voice AI voice over settings, you want to put your default country as South Africa or any country you choose depending on what you want. Alright, now make sure to enable all, choose your voice, choose this. Here you could choose how many character. Now AI says maximum current voice 5. Alright, so delete voice after how many? Okay, delete AI voice over results after probably, let me say, a day. Alright, now just make sure to go through your settings one after the other. Make sure that you don't have anything. So don't check this, alright? Do not check this for any reason. Also, you could put this here, chat features. I'll just go through what I have done, then click on save changes. Alright, the next thing you want to do is go to AI voiceover text to speech. Now we're going to paste our what we've written here. Then first you want to pick your language. Okay, voice over, I want this. Now, what you want to do is you could click on listing just to listen to it, or you could click on synthesize to get it and download it. So basically, I don't know if my voice over my screen recorder permits you to actually hear that. It works 100%. All right, so we could just download it here. So I'm going to download it, and this it's downloaded list. Now, the reason I downloaded this is because I want us to use the next feature, which is voice to speech. All right. So this one we can read it. Sure, I'd like to help you tell your joke. You just make sure, just save this somewhere up your head. All right. So what I'm going to do is click on AI speech to text. So I'm going to drag in, on that click on browse, going to drag in what we just downloaded. So downloads. So this is it. And probably write a description. It's optional if you want. So you could choose the language. All right. So transcribe audio file. Then just click on transcribe. So give you some time to actually listen to it and transcribe it back into its original written form. So we have this here. Now, the thing here is this. What it does is it translated it into a South African language. I don't know. All right. So we could go with English and we do it again. So first, let's refresh this. So what I want to do is browse, get it again. So you could choose language, but I'm just going to leave it like that and just click on transcribe. And yeah, it transcribes it exactly to what we used. All right. So I still have that. So I'm just going to copy it down, paste it here. So you could see it's exactly the same thing. All right. So basically, this is all for now. We could use the image generation, use the AI rewriter. For this, I use it mostly for blog. Probably you have a post you want to copy from a news blog. For instance, if I go to my news at so and let's say we click on this particular news here. So what I would do is if I copy this, paste it here, and click on rewrite. So it's going to rewrite it. Now you could do a lot of other things. You could use the AI features, tell the AI assistant what to do next. You could summarize the content. So first, it uses to tell a story despite the intention blur. So are you saying what it did here? You could summarize, you could improve writing, amplify, do a lot. So in order for you to do some other things here, you just highlight all and let's just see summarize content. So basically, I don't know why that did not work. Okay, I think it's working. I think my network is a bit poor. All right, so it has done a lot more. So the content looks longer. Let's try this summarize again. Okay, there was an expected error. Please contact support. So, okay, probably this will be an issue with your API key. So just refresh. Yours should work better and all. So there are tons of features here you can actually check out and more. So basically, this is how this whole system. Basically, this is it. There are tons of features you can actually check out. Your AI code, AI chat, image, and a lot more. So time will not permit me to go through all of that. So lastly, before I go, I'm just going to show you how to set up your own AI chatbot template. So what you want to do is you want to go to say AI chat customization. So these are the ones we have. You could click on create chatbot. So you could select your image. Remember image sizing, which we use Canva to do 60 pixel by 60 pixel. So you can just create an image or with Canva and then browse and So I'm just gonna call this John or Paul. Just click out, then click here. All right, so basically you want to get an image. So our character is Paul in the Bible. Good. So introduction, good day, I'm Paul from the Bible. What can I help you with? So your prompt is you're going to tell the AI, which is ChatGPT, act like Paul in the Bible. Use your insight from the Bible to respond to the user. All right, depending on what you want, all right, just make sure you give it a good. So I'm going to use my image for this. So I'm going to click on create. Now I see a chatbot has been successfully created. I think it will be the last chatbot. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to test this chatbot out. All right, so let's go to our AI chat. All right, it should be the last. All right, Paul. So good day, I am Paul from the Bible. What can I help you with? Good day to you as well. Why we may not know for be known for jokes per sec, I can share with you hearts light-hearted story that reminds us of the potential of humanity in the city of you can just go through all of this. So, greetings. It is truly a pleasure to converse with you of the Bible and Jesus. These topics are hold great. So, basically, the prompt you give your chatbot is how it will respond to you. So, make sure to tailor your prompt very well and very okay, and your users will enjoy your AI system. All right. So, if this has been nice and lovely. If you enjoyed all of this, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and do well to like and share to your friends and family. It's basically easy and anybody can create this. Also, if you want to be part of my premium class and have access to all of these tools at no extra cost, do also well to send me a message and I will get you there. I'm going to be holding your hands throughout the process. I'll show you how to create any kind of SaaS website and any kind of system. And it will be lovely. But for now, enjoy this, learn, ask your question, and let me help you along the way. Have a nice day, and this is Safe Flight Studios.